Okay guys, how you doing? I'm Carlton Flowers. This is
Darren Countryman.
And we are Scott Health Systems LLC, and this is the first video that we're actually doing together because
That's right.
Darren is from
Japan. Tokyo, Japan is where I live.
and
But
he's here for what, 2 weeks?
2 or 3 weeks.
3
but
weeks.
I'm from here, and all my family's here, and Carlton and I started a business here. So go ahead.
Right. The reason why we started this business, we say this time and time again, is help people avoid senseless and needless pain and suffering.
That's right.
Because there's really simple things that people don't know that they can do to avoid a lot of pain and suffering.
That's right. There's a whole lot of needless suffering. There's a whole lot of chronic degenerative diseases that could be completely eliminated,
Right.
completely reversed. I don't want to use the cure word, but reversed is a better word.
That's a good word.
Eliminated, okay? Eliminated simply by just getting some very basic information.
Yeah, and it's simple.
Without,
it's simple.
without doctors, without drugs, it can be done.
Right.
Okay? If you're willing to give it a try, it can be done.
Right.
Sometimes it may not happen overnight, but it can be done.
With a little persistence.
That's right.
So for the first topic
Right.
that we chose for this video, as you see in the title, we're going to talk about junk food and teach you what is junk food. And it boils down to two things why something becomes a junk food. It's a relationship between these two things, and it is micronutrients and
Micronutrients.
macro.
Oh, macro and micro. I thought you
I
just
took
said
the
yeah,
micro.
sorry.
Micronutrients and macronutrients,
Right.
the difference between the two, and that is why we have junk food. So let's give you the definition of junk food. That's a food that is junk because it doesn't have any nutritional value, but specifically it doesn't have micronutrients.
Well, yeah, the macro is carbs, protein, and fat.
And fat, right.
Okay, those are the three big ones that you get. That's macro. That's what you need in bulk, a huge amount, if you can imagine like this. And the micro
Calories.
Right, and the micronutrients are tons of different minerals and vitamins that are in tiny little amounts, sometimes so tiny you can't even see it. You can't even see the daily amount that you need. If you put it on the tip of your finger, you wouldn't be able to see it. That's how small some of these micronutrients are, but they're very, very important. And it's all these micronutrients that are gone, missing from the food.
From processing and all of that.
Right, the processing.
Processing ruins the micronutrient
it's not
value
just,
of food.
But hey, it's not just the processing. Sometimes even in the whole food it's missing.
Right.
The soils are so depleted.
They're lacking the
That's
micronutrients
right.
in
They're
the first
missing
place.
so many minerals.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable.
That's right.
And anyway, but
And so micronutrients, the thing that makes your junk food is that you've got macronutrients, or the calories that you can
Especially
gain
the
weight
sugars.
from.
Sugars
Yeah, absolutely. Sugar is the #1 offender.
sugar is so addictive. It tastes so good, and it's like macro. Yeah,
And then you don't have your micro. So it's a matching set. You got to have your macro and matching micro. And so a junk food, well, the micro's gone, you're left with the macro, and then you gain weight from that. And so through the process,
Other way around.
okay, you gain weight when you have the macro.
Right.
And not the micro, without your vitamins and minerals.
That's right.
Okay, got that right that
Okay,
time.
okay.
Okay.
Right.
And so a lot of times in like processing foods and your processed foods, it destroys the micronutrient value. And then the FDA has rules on putting back a certain amount of the micronutrient value, but they'll only put in the bare minimal and not really what you need.
It's ridiculous level. It's called US RDA. The R stands for ridiculous. Ridiculous daily allowance. It's so,
Ridiculous daily allowance.
It's so small. Yeah, really.
Yeah, people think the recommended means that that's actually what you need, that's the maximum amount, and it's not that at all. And so micronutrients, macronutrients. When the micro is gone and you're left with a macro, you have empty calories. Or in other words, that means calories that have no micronutrients to match it. That's why you have a junk food. So that's our video today.
And that's what junk food is. And you've got to look, if you are going to eat junk food, okay, of course you shouldn't eat it, but look, if you do want to get rid of it, at least bring in some really good multivitamins. Bring in your colloidal minerals, especially the colloidal minerals. Heck, you could even just buy Celtic sea salt or Himalayan sea salt. Did you know that in Himalayan salt. It's actually, it used to be in the sea, even though it's in the Himalayas. That's where it came from a sea, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do you know it's got like 74, maybe it's 84. I can't remember if it's 74 or 84 different minerals.
Now, I didn't know that. That's a
just
lot.
packed
I would
with
never
minerals.
have guessed that.
So yeah, start using that.
Well, I
That's
need to
a
go
good-
get some of that stuff at the health food store.
Anyway, that's just a good start.
That's pretty cool.
That's just a tiny start, but
Okay. So, any questions you have, post it below. And most importantly, if you know somebody that needs to hear this, share it with a friend who might be sick, unhealthy, who you think would benefit from the tips and from the information that we're telling you today about junk food.
oh, and by the way, just one quick thing. One thing, if you really do, here's one tip you can do to get rid of junk food. If you're craving sweets, if you're just craving sweets all day and you just can't resist it, because by the way, sugar is as addictive as cocaine.
As cocaine, yeah,
It's as
that is true.
Okay,
That's
but,
a fact.
But one thing that will really reduce and just sometimes just knock out, just really knock out the craving is go crazy. Well, you have to go crazy, but do some extra protein. Do some protein shakes. Eat more
That
eggs.
works.
Up your protein.
Yes.
And down,
And down
the sugars.
comes- yeah,
and
I've
you will
noticed
be
that.
satisfied. Your brain will not crave near as much.
That's true. I eat a lot more scrambled eggs, hamburger,
Oh, fats, good
protein
fats.
shakes, good fats,
Good
coconut
fats
oil,
like
butter.
eggs, right? Butter,
and then I don't
coconut
crave the
oil,
sugar.
eggs. It will really help you knock out your cravings
For the junk food. There you go.
There you go. Okay, that's good enough.
Well, that's a good start. Thanks for watching. Stay
thanks
tuned.
for
We got
watching.
some more great topics that are coming very soon. I'm Carlton.
And I'm Darren.
Okay, we'll talk to y'all soon. See ya.
Okay, see you later.